Everyone has seen the billboards or seen the advertisements that say, "Don't drink and drive." So it surprises most people to learn that it's not against the law to drink and drive. What is against the law is to drive if you're intoxicated. Intoxicated is a legal term that doesn't mean the same thing as drunk. There are two ways that the state can prove someone's intoxicated. One is if you take a breath or a blood test and your blood alcohol level is over 0.08, then there's going to be a presumption that you're intoxicated. If you don't submit to a blood or breath test, then the state has to prove that you've lost the normal use of your mental or physical faculties. What that actually means is the subject of another video. But the general idea is that you're too impaired to be able to safely operate a vehicle. What all that means is that you can legally drink and drive. As long as you don't meet the legal definition of intoxicated, then there's nothing to prevent you from doing so. There's one important thing that you need to know, and that is that it is against the law to drink and drive at the same time. Since it's difficult to prove that you're drinking and driving at the same time, the law doesn't focus on that. Instead, they focus on whether or not there's an open container in your vehicle. If there is, then you can be charged with that offense. And if you're arrested for DWI, that will enhance the punishment. One thing you need to remember is that just because you aren't intoxicated doesn't mean you're going to get arrested. If the police smell alcohol on your breath, you're still liable to get arrested. At the very least, they're going to have you perform some tests before they let you go. You need to always remember that the police in this situation are going to err on the side of caution. They would rather arrest somebody who may not be guilty than let somebody who is guilty go free and go continue driving and get involved in an accident. You also need to know that just because you've been arrested for driving while intoxicated doesn't mean you're guilty. We've represented hundreds of people charged with this offense over the years. If you or a family member are in this situation, please give us a call. We're here to help.